Hello everyone, I'm the author of the blog My Amigurumis, and as the spooky season is coming, today I'm going to show you how to crochet an amigurumi ghost. In this tutorial, I'm using a glow-in-the-dark yarn from Temu and a 3.0mm sized hook. I'm using US terminology, so please make sure you're familiar with it. First, let's start with a magic ring with 6 single crochets. This will be the base of the ghost. Now crochet 2 stitches into each one, so you'll go from 6 to 12 stitches. To keep track, it helps to use a stitch marker, but if you don't have one, a simple safety pin will work just fine. I usually place the stitch marker in the last stitch of the row, so I always know when I've reached the end of the row. So as you finish this row, you have 12 stitches. Then in the next row, follow the conventional increase of the circle. 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 1 increase in the following stitch. And repeat it 6 times along. This will give you 18 stitches at the end of the row. Now comes the 4th row. The increase follows the familiar method. 2 single crochets in the first 2 stitches, then an increase in the 3rd stitch. Repeat this pattern 6 times in this row. At the end of this row, you'll have 24 stitches. And now comes the final row for the base of the ghost. In this row, crochet 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, then increase in the following stitch. Repeat this pattern 6 times around. This will give you 30 stitches in total. The base of the ghost is complete. Now we move on to the body. The first 5 rows are made using the same pattern as the base, so the stitch count will remain the same in the end. So again, start with a magic ring with 6 single crochets in it. This will form the top of the head of the ghost. Then start increasing in each stitch to get 12 stitches at the end of the row. Now follow along in the next row with 1 single crochet in the first stitch and an increase in the second one. And repeat it 6 times along to get 18 stitches at the end of the row. Then follow increasing in this row as follows. 2 single crochets in the first 2 stitches and increase in the 3rd one. As you finish this row, you'll get 24 stitches. And now we've reached the last row with increases. Crochet 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, then increase in the 4th stitch. Repeat this pattern 6 times throughout the row, and you'll end up with 30 stitches, matching the stitch count of the base of the ghost that we've done previously. Now let's continue shaping the body. For the next 10 rows, crochet 30 stitches in each row. Since this part can be a bit lengthy, even with fast forwarding, I'll check back in with a video at the end of row 15. Keep going, and don't forget to occasionally count your stitches to make sure you have the right number. We've finished row 15, completing the 10 rows without increases. Next, we'll insert the eyes between rows 10 and 11, spacing them 4 stitches apart. For this tiny ghost, I used 0.8 centimeter sized black safety eyes, but you can change the color or the size for your own taste. Just make sure the back cap of the safety eyes fit tight against the eye so they don't fall out. I often secure them by melting the back of the eye into the back cap with a match to hold it in place. Now stuff the ghost with polyfiber stuffing. For my amigurumi projects, I mostly use siliconized polyester balls because they are easy to shape and can be machine washed. Once you've finished the stuffing, you can move on to making the ruffles for the ghost's body. For this, align the base and the ghost body with the right sides facing outward, then crochet around them as follows. 1 single crochet in the first stitch and an increase in the following one. Repeat this pattern 15 times along the circle. At the end of the row, you'll have 45 stitches. Before finishing this round, complete the stuffing of the figure. Be careful not to overstuff it. Then finish your final stitches of this round to close the hole. And now comes the final round, where we'll finish the ruffle and the ghost itself. The pattern is as follows: 1 single crochet in the first stitch, a half double crochet in the second, then make an increase with 3 double crochets in the third stitch, a half double crochet in the fourth, and finally a single crochet in the fifth stitch. Repeat this pattern 9 times. So, we've finished the ruffles of the ghost. Cut the yarn, fasten off, and weave in with a needle. Finally, pull the yarn end into the body using either a needle or a crochet hook. The ghost's body is complete. Finally, we'll embroider the mouth. Use black yarn, insert it from the bottom, and bring it out 2 rows below the eyes in the center. Then skip 1 stitch, insert the needle back in, and bring it out at the bottom again. Make sure not to pull the yarn too tight. Next, insert the needle from the bottom again and bring it out 1 row lower between the 2 stitches of the mouth. Make a loop around the yarn of the mouth and pull the yarn back through the same stitch where it came out. To form the mouth, pull the yarn ends, but make sure not too tight. Finally, tie a knot and hide the yarn inside the body. Gently press and adjust the stuffing to make it even inside. And we are done. Your tiny spooky friend is ready. The yarn charges in daylight and glows in the dark. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe for my channel and follow me on social media for updates and pattern releases. Thanks for watching. See you next time.